What is up, Facebook? Mark McGarry here, coming at you with another value-packed Facebook Live. And while you're coming in on the call, I'm just going to put up a comment here, paste in something, let me know we're good to go. When you're coming on the call, let me know where you're coming in from, what you're doing, what your name is. Mark McGarry here coming at you. So helping you get success through consistency, because consistency breeds success, right? So hey David, thanks for hopping on, man. So as I was saying, as you're hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from so I can give you a shout out on the live. Hey Mila, thanks for hopping on, good to see you on. So I'm on a bit earlier today because, today is my birthday. So what I'm doing, I'm actually getting stuff I'd usually do later on in the afternoon done in the morning. And that's the beauty about having an automated business, right, online. So sent out my emails last night, schedule doing this now, going to upload this to YouTube when I'm finished here and do my last part of my DMO, and I should be done in the next half an hour so I can just get out and enjoy the rest of my day. So what I'm going to do today is, fun fact, where I live, the area where I live, there's a town it's kind of across the water. I get a ferry over. It's called Cove. It used to be called Queenstown back when the British occupied Ireland. But after the War of Independence, they switched it back to the name Cove. And it was actually the Titanic's last port of call before she left on that fateful journey. So that's a bit of a fun fact about today. So I'm going on to see it's called the Titanic Experience. It's an interactive tour. You go into the original White Star ticket line where all the people actually got their tickets for that Titanic journey. It's going to be really good. Haven't been there a long time since I was a teenager, so it should be good. So guys, if you're watching the replay, just hashtag replay. So I know we caught the replay, and if you're getting value out of this, as always, give me some heart shares, comments, all that good stuff. Hashtag value, hashtag massive value, whatever you want. For those who are just hopping on, we're talking about why you need to stop chasing the almighty dollar, lead with value, and start helping people, right? So basically what prompted this live, hey John, thanks for hopping on, man. So guys, before we start, actually, if we agree that, people need to stop chasing the dollar and lead with value and start helping people, just leave a number 1 below in the comments so we can get some interaction going. So what prompted me to do this, right? So before I go on, actually ask you a question, right? If you go to a cocktail party, right? You go to a cocktail party, you get some cocktails, you get into conversation with someone you don't even know, right? And they offer to sell you a Cadillac. Would you buy that Cadillac? Type in a number 1 below for yes and number 2 below for no. Would you buy that Cadillac, right? I'm kind of guessing it's going to be number 2, right? Because you go to this cocktail party and human nature, what are you going to do? You're going to, get to know the person. You get into conversation, ask them where they live, what they do for a living, about their family, what interests, all that kind of stuff. Where are they going on vacation this year? The usual kind of talk you get into, small talk you get into people at parties, right? And then, without answering any of those questions, right, they say, do you want to buy this? I don't know how much a Cadillac is. A $60,000, Cadillac Escalade, right? I think the answer is going to be no, right? Why is that, right? Because you haven't built up a relationship with this person. You haven't built up this know, and trust people. People buy from people, right? So I'm sure you can agree with that one, guys. If you type in agree, if you agree with that one, or type in the number 3 if you agree with that one, that people buy from people, and we need to build relationships so they know, and trust you, right? That's the same thing. Maybe if you get to know this person over the course of weeks, months, years, you're going to buy that Cadillac, right, when you need a new car, right? But you're not going to buy it on the first kind of meeting with the person, right? And who agrees with that, guys? Just type in agree if you agree with that. Because you don't know them, you don't know, and trust them, right? So when a few years later, when you're ready to buy a new car, you're going to go to this person because you build up the relationship and you might buy that Escalade, right? But only after you build up a relationship. And it's the same with, business, right? You see guys, you might friend them, start a conversation via private message, start doing small talk, and without even talking to you, they just throw their link in there, right? Gone, right? This is always the same thing, right? And so if you can agree with that one, guys, just type in agree. If you're getting value out of this, guys, just type in value. If you're getting massive value, just type in massive value. Give me some heart shares, comments, all that good stuff. Hey, Lee, what is happening? Yes. Great to see you on, Lee. A bit earlier with the live today because I have some stuff on. So great to see you on, Lee. I hope everything is well. Looking forward to meeting you eventually in Arizona. So, guys, as I said for the guys just hopping on to live, we're talking about why you need to stop chasing the almighty dollar and start helping people and leading with value. So basically, yesterday, right, so I got talk with this guy yesterday. He was asking about my business, right? So I said, after, I know him online for maybe 3 or 4 months, right? So we had that kind of know, like, and trust built up. So he said, why not hop on a Facebook call? We can discuss what I do. And if you're interested in it, we actually have this kind of masterclass on, which we're actually having tomorrow. But the link is in the comments if you'd like to check that out to register for it. It's absolutely free. But so we just got talking, right? And a 5-minute conversation turned into a 15-minute conversation because, we just started talking. He was at a different opportunity. I wasn't trying to take away from his opportunity. We just had a conversation how we can help each other out in the future. And, we can become kind of sounding boards off each other and see if we can help each other out, right? And I said, absolutely great, man. Great to build up the relationship with you. If you're interested in it, only if you're interested in it, I asked his permission. I can send you the link to this webinar we're having tomorrow to check it out. He said, absolutely perfect. So, be great if he'd actually, went on the webinar and everything. If he doesn't, it doesn't matter, right? Just help that person out, right? So always think how you can help the person and solve their problems and their pains, right? People end up broke because they chase money, and that is the irony about it, right? So guys, if you can agree with that one, just type in agree that when you start chasing money, you're going to end up broke, right? So again, guys, if you're getting value out of this, just hashtag value. Give me some heart shares, comments, all that good stuff. Be a listener. Don't be a talker. Find out their struggles or pains. See if you can become the solution to their struggles and their pains, because a lot of the time, you might have gone through the same struggles as they had gone a few months ago, a couple of years ago, whatever it may be, and you never know, you might just be the solution to their problem, right? So usually people will make a decision based on pain rather than pleasure, right? So there's basically two human emotions, pain and pleasure. And most of the time, people will decide to make a change in life based on the pain rather than the pleasure, guys. So if you can agree with that one, just type in agree. And again, guys, if you're getting value out of this, just hashtag value. If you're getting massive value, just hashtag massive value. I just see here if there's any comments. Agree. Excellent. Number 1, number 2. Great stuff, guys. Thanks. Great to see you're getting value. Hey, Geneva. Thanks for hopping on. Great to see you on. So for those guys who are just hopping on, we're talking about why you should never chase the dollar, lead with value, and always help people. Share yourself and your story, right? Don't be a robot, right? No one hating. There's nothing worse than getting into this private message or even on a phone call, and it's like talking to an automated machine, right? Absolutely nothing worse. They need to know there's a person behind there. Always give them a Facebook call or leave an audio so they know they can hear your voice, so they know it's that person. It's not just a robot who's only interested in making a quick buck off the person, right? It's absolutely disgusting. I absolutely hate that, right? So, when you show your pains and your struggles to the person, it's a law of reciprocity, right? They're going to reciprocate it with you, and they're going to share their pains and their struggles. And that's and if you can agree with that one, guys, just type in the number 4. That is the law of reciprocity. It's human nature. If you share your struggles, your pains, your experiences, more than likely they're going to share some of theirs, right? It's only human nature. It's how it works, right? Don't just text. Don't be an automated machine leaving these private messages. Give them an audio call, or even better, offer to hop on a 5-minute Facebook call so you can get to know each other, so you can see your face, so you can see your emotions, that you're a true human being, that you actually care, to go out of your way for 5 minutes and give them a quick Facebook call. I had 2 Facebook calls last night, one at 10 p.m. my time, one at 12 p.m. my time. One was living in India, one was living in Australia. I didn't need to do those Facebook calls because it was late at night first, and because you're other side of the world. But I didn't need to do that, but I want to do that, right? Because I wanted to build that relationship, and if they're having any struggles or pains, that hopefully that I could maybe be a part of the solution, right? And that's what it's all about, to build relationships, build that community, guys. So if you can agree with that one, just type in agree. And if you're getting value, guys, just give me some heart shares, comments, all that good stuff. If you're getting massive value, hashtag massive value, right? So, and after all this, they might join you. Great, if they join you, they might not, right? They don't join you. Who cares? They don't join you. Who actually cares that they don't join you, right? It's not about you, right? They don't join you and you start getting bummed out, start getting disappointed, you get angry. That's going to do absolutely nothing for you. It's going to make it worse, if anything. And at the end of the day, who actually cares if they don't join your opportunity? You solved their problem, right? You solved an issue they had in their business, and that's what matters at the end of the day, right? And if they do join you, how awesome is that, right? If they don't join you and you solve the problem, how awesome is that? They're both awesome, right? They're both absolutely great results in the end. If you solve the problem, that is absolutely brilliant. That is awesome. That's something to be proud of, right? You should be proud of yourself. So again, if you could agree with that one, guys, that's it, that if they don't join you, who freaking cares, right? It's absolutely awesome that you solved someone's problem, and you were there to solve a big problem in their business and in their life, right, guys? So if you agree with that one, just type in number 5 that you agree with that one, that, if they don't join you and you just solve the problem, that is absolutely brilliant, right? So just check the comments, guys. Agree, massive value. Plus, it might be not right. You can totally talk to someone else. Absolutely, Ginny, you're absolutely right. Hey, Ian, thanks for... Yeah, who freaking cares, right? Who freaking cares? Thanks for hopping on, Ian. It's great to see you on. Hey, Renee, thanks for hopping on. So, I'm kind of looking at notes here, guys. So, sorry about that. Again, right? They don't join your business and you get bummed out. That's stinking thinking, right? Stinking thinking. If we can agree with that one, guys, just hashtag stinking thinking. That to think about the dollar, and after this 5-minute Facebook call, they don't join your opportunity, and you get all hot and bothered, you get all you get all freaked out and everything else. If you agree with that one, just type in stinking thinking, hashtag stinking thinking, if we can agree with that, because that is absolutely stinking thinking. It's the wrong way to go. You're only going to stress yourself out at the end of the day, right? So no one wins in this situation, right? So, and people can sense these things, right? If you go in thinking you're going to sell to this person, they're going to sense it. It's human nature. The brain is a wonderful thing. We can't beat neurology. People will know absolutely straight away. I think there's something like 400 or 500 muscles in the human face, right? And they make us smile and make us frown, and subconsciously, people are going to pick up on these things because it's a protective mechanism, right? When our ancestors, they had to look for the most subtlest of facial changes, so they wouldn't get stabbed by a spear by their enemy, right? And so the brain can see that as danger. Straight away, they're going to go into protection mode. They're going to lock up and they're going to say no, right? So that's another one. So people can sense these things, right? Be human, offer a solution to their problem, and do not think about selling, right? So just to finish up, guys, one thing I want to say before I finish up easy 90% of the kind of sales I made and the people I've actually signed up to my team so far in my business, right? They've been free, right? That sounds a bit bad, right? It's been through free advertising, not paid advertising, right? So, so why is this important, right? They've come from relationships I've cultivated over the last couple of years. Two of my sign-ups, I've known one guy for I think 4 years, and my latest member, she came on board with me yesterday. I've known her for 2 years, right? So over these last few years, they saw me joining affiliate marketing from network marketing, right? And it's only now she decided to join me and why is that? Because I built a relationship, I've cultivated a relationship with these people, so they know, like, and trust me, and I didn't try to, as soon as I joined affiliate marketing, I didn't go out to them and saying to join, to buy my stuff and join my business, right? I left it out there, I said, when you're ready, have a look at it, what do you think about it? And, they've come back to me. After a certain amount of time, they see me adding value on the internet, on Facebook. They see me showing up pretty much nearly every day, putting in valuable kind of teaching and information and all that kind of stuff, right? This wasn't over days, weeks, or even months. This is over years, guys, right? So that's what you got to think. It's a long-term thing, right? So, in fact, as I said, my latest member, I've known her for 2 years, right? It was built from the relationship and providing value, so they know, like, and trust me, right? So, guys, if you can agree with that one as well, that, relationships, they take time. Might be a couple of years before you actually start building something, but at the end of the day, it's actually going to be worth it because, they want to kind of, work through that bit much more because they know, like, and trust you guys, right? So if you can agree with that one, guys, again, just type in agree, right? So again, guys, thanks for hopping on. If you got value out of this, just give me some likes, shares, comments, all that good stuff. If you got value, type in value. If you got massive value, type in massive value. And as I say, share it out to anyone you want, because I always like to connect with new people and build new relationships. And as I said, guys, I put a link in the comments for anyone hopping on who's kind of new, who hasn't seen me on before. Tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, there's going to be an awesome webinar happening where the CEO of the company I'm in, he's doing a free webinar tonight about how he built his business from nothing basically into a multi-million-dollar business. They're doing something like $1.5 million per month in the business at the moment. And there's actually a special offer in that webinar. When you click through, you can register for it. And below the webinar registration, there's a button, and it says to join up for $1. It's a lifetime membership. It's usually $47 a month. At the cheapest price to be with the Super Affiliate Network, the company I'm in. But this is a special offer, $1 lifetime membership, $1 lifetime membership, right? And you get an awesome 21 module bootcamp, a personal six-figure earning coach to coach you through that bootcamp, and also access to absolutely wonderful community where you get plenty of support and motivation and all that good stuff. So, guys, if you're interested in that, just check the comments, and the link should be in there, the anatomy of the traffic hack masterclass. So that's it, guys. As I said, thanks for hopping on, and if you got value again out of this, just share it amongst your friends, families, colleagues, all that good stuff, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for hopping on, guys.